Talk a little bit about finding a home here.
Yeah, I think my whole career I've been wanting a contract like this, some stability, a long-term deal. Honestly, I never really thought I'd find a home in LA. Being from Ohio, obviously it's a lot different, but ever since I got here, the start of 2024, it's been nothing but great. I love living here. I love the team, the coaching staff, the players. So, yeah, I would definitely describe it as finding a home for sure.
Yeah, and to be able to find a home in a team where you're getting regular playing time and you're valued, and that's something that players often struggle to find consistent.
Yeah, no, of course. After the whole St. Louis thing, obviously it was very difficult with my career and playing minutes, and to come here and like you said, playing a good amount and however I can help the team and Vanny. No, it's been great.
What's been the attitude or maybe adjustment playing for guys like Blessness and Justin Pack come aboard? Maya's still here, and Mark's is still here, and Nikki's still here as well. Has it been a big adjustment or?
No, I would say I'm really excited. These are solid guys. Obviously, we know Maya, Miro. Maya, obviously, great captain, leadership, and Miro, speed, everything like that. And then, I think Hack and Glesnes just bring a different, versatility. Really, really, really solid guys. Obviously, Hack can play center back, center mid, so that's good. And then, obviously, Glesnes is just a very solid, well-proven MLS guy, one of the best in the league. So I hate playing against them. Always, throughout my career, they're so tough. So I'm happy that they're on my team this time.
What's the attitude in the group? Because we saw this group bounce back after World War 23.
Yeah.
What can you guys draw on how you approach 24 that might help you come into this season?
Yeah, we just seem to have a good start to the season. I think it's all about momentum. I mean, looking at last year, 2025, we just started so bad. Everything was so flat. We were so inconsistent. If the attack was good, our defensively we were bad, vice versa. So, we're talking about it in the locker room in our meetings. We just have to have a good start. We need momentum. Look at the last half of last season. We were pretty good. We were decent, to be fair, but we put ourselves in such a big hole in the start of last year. It was, it was so tough to climb out of. So it's momentum, and we need to have a fresh start, a good start.
John, you've seen a couple of new members on the back line. Well, first off, congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
Good to see you. But you have a couple new faces there on the back line. What have you learned about Jakob and Justin in the short time that they've been with you?
Yeah, no. Obviously, good guys. See them in the locker room, on the field. Gluttonous right away, good on the ball. Loud. I like that vocal. And obviously, Hack, like I was saying, he's versatile. He can play center back, center mid. But these are guys that are really going to help us. We need to get back to our defensive ways of being solid, not letting in easy goals, if you will, and just good on the ball. Solid guys. That's what we want. That's what we need, and that's what I've seen in training so far.
Greg's talked you up on occasion about being one of the most dependable defenders on the roster. And so you have that kind of good reputation of being a solid defender. But what would you like to add to your game this year, potentially to be more than
Yeah.
defender?
No, good question. No, I would say being consistent still, keep being that solid guy, but more of being a leader now. I've been in the league for a while. I've been on this team for a few years now. I think I can take it to a whole nother level, leader-wise, being more vocal, helping the younger guys out, helping the guys around me, and then just keep growing in the attack. I think last year I've shown it. The last 2 years I've shown it. But for me, always defensive first. You're a defender. You need to be a good defender. You have to be solid. And then my attack, I think I've shown I'm more comfortable with that. So I would say that.
There's been some talk with the personnel that's come in, maybe the back line of 3, maybe the back line of 4. Have you guys worked on anything like that in training, and how do you see it? What do you think the team perhaps is starting?
I think our team is versatile. If we were going to go to a back 3 or something like that, we could do it. It's been a back 4 since I've been there the last 2 years. But no, like I said, we're a versatile team, and if we have to go to a back 3, I think we'd be okay with that.
We saw this team play pretty well last half of the season, especially probably July 4th on.
Yeah.
It was a good team. And we ended this season, there was a lot of optimism for this season, especially with Ricky coming back and he's looking good in training and all that. To lose Ricky.
Yeah.
How do you absorb that, and what are how does that impact what you have to do this year?
Yeah, I mean, first and foremost, for Ricky, I feel awful for the guy. I mean, this is a guy that we love, we want in the locker room, we want on the field, obviously, but for him to go through that, physically, obviously very tough, mentally, I can't even imagine. He's strong guy, so he's gonna, come back when he's ready. But yeah, it's reality. We don't have him. Let's just, push it aside. He's gonna work hard to get back whenever that's gonna be. But no more excuses. Last year we didn't have him, and towards the end of last year, I think we did a bit better without him. You could see, but I would say it's reality and no excuses. We have a whole preseason now to get ready without him, and how can we do that? If the team brings in someone else, I have no idea. We'll see. If not, that's okay. We still have good guys. We have leaders that can step up. So, no more excuses.
Well, and last year, losing Ricky, it changed everything. You really had to rebuild almost from scratch.
Yeah.
You've gone through it a year. You guys have experienced playing without him, and without the way he influences everything. So you seem you're in a better position to deal with that anyway.
Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah, I don't think there's much more to say to that. It's just, like you said, last year was whatever. The end of last year was better, but this year, we have a whole preseason. We have, no more excuses. So, but yeah, I agree.
John, what's the mindset as it pertains to last year? Is it use it, learn from it, kind of use it for like revenge as a springboard mentally, or wiping that slate clean, just forgetting about it? Yeah,
I would say for the most part, a fresh slate, forget about it, but also we need to use it as motivation. A little wake me up, a little wake up call. That's my take on it. It's done, it's forgotten about, but I would definitely use it as motivation because we can't have that start again. This organization, the fans, the standard is way too high. The fans expect a lot, as they should. This is LA Galaxy. When you come here, we're supposed to win. We need to win. That's what Banny always says, and that's what the players we're going to get behind. So I would use it as motivation. Yeah.
Speaking of fans ahead of 2026, do you have a message for them?
Yeah, I mean, I would say obviously, last year was tough. That wasn't us. That wasn't the standard. Galaxy fans, you guys expect a lot, as you should. This is one of the biggest clubs in North America. I want to get back to the 2024 ways and the end of last year. Flying, I want to make the digs a fortress again. So that's what I'd say to the fans, and obviously excited to see them.
Talking about 2024, what does Greg tell you? What does he expect from you this season?
As a team or me?
You personally.
I think Vanny's always been pretty happy with me, but I show it on the field. I think he likes me a lot just because I'm a consistent guy. You know what you're going to get out of me. A good performance every game, and that's what I try to do with my routine every day and training throughout the week, and then the game it just kind of takes over from there. But Vanny's always expected me to be a consistent, good player. So I hold myself to a high standard.
Josh, go ahead.
Hey, John, congratulations on the contract.
Thank you.
Just going into the contract negotiations, was there any consternation just knowing sort of how the St. Louis negotiations went, a while ago, or was that a much different process?
I think each team has a different way to go about it. But I would say, obviously, these things just take time. We started these negotiations, I think, back in, September? So, I don't know, 4 or 5 months now. Obviously very happy. A few weeks ago we finally came to an agreement. But no, I mean, Galaxy was good throughout it. I have nothing bad to say, and obviously very, very happy to, extend here long term.
And then going back to Ricky, when you guys find out, I mean, there has to be this sort of sense, I would imagine, with a designated player, you have one of your best guys on the team, one of the best guys in Major League Soccer, he's suddenly not available. Is there like a group text that goes out about that? Is there 24 hours of, oh crap?
I think when Ricky sent us the text, he let the team know before it hit social media and all that. I respect him for saying that. And like I was saying earlier, obviously mentally I feel so bad for the guy to go through that a whole another year. It's so tough. But no, it's that's the reality of it. Ricky's not going to be here. We need to find a way to play without him. We have a whole preseason again to get ready without him. But I have a lot of confidence in this group.
Awesome, John. Thanks.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay. Thank you, John Nelson.
Thank you, John.
Yeah, thanks, guys.